Hello everyone, this is Sunil Rana and today I'm again with my YouTube channel Easy 365 Learning where I'll talk about the Office 365 tenant, what it is and how we can set it up. I'll also discuss about the different admin roles that are available in Office 365. So let's get started. So Office 365 tenant can be referred as a dedicated isolated instance of Office 365 services for any organization. When you first sign up for Office 365, Microsoft provisions a unique tenant for your organization, and it's this tenant that includes all the services, licenses, and subscriptions that are assigned to your organization. So when you create an Office 365 tenant, you actually assign it to a specific geographical location, and that location usually is the place where you reside. You can also have a tenant with multiple geographical locations and move them from one location to another, but that requires some add-ons like ADR that we usually call Advanced Data Residency and Multi-Geo License. But that altogether is a different topic and we will definitely discuss them in our forthcoming videos. Here's a bit more detail about what a tenant entails. So whenever an Office 365 tenant is created, it is assigned with a unique identifier that we usually call as a tenant ID. It is this 32-bit character grid that differentiates it from other tenants in Microsoft 365 cloud environment. And when a tenant is created, it is also associated with a unique domain name that ends with onmicrosoft.com. So if I name my company as Easy365 Learning, my default Microsoft domain would be easy365learning.onmicrosoft.com. However, I can add more custom domains that I have purchased from DNS hosts like GoDaddy, BigRock, Wix, etc. and Office 365 tenant. In a nutshell, within your Office 365 tenant, you can create and manage user accounts, assign licenses, and configure permissions. It also allows you to configure and manage various services that Office 365 offers, such as setting up email policies in Exchange Online or configuring sharing settings in OneDrive for Business. And your Office 365 subscriptions and billing details are also managed through your tenant. Also, Microsoft keeps your tenant isolated from other Office 365 tenants, meaning your organization's data and configuration will remain separate from other Office 365 customers. This helps them in keeping your data safe and secure. Now let's talk about the benefits of Office 365 Tenant. So it provides centralized management that allows organizations to centrally manage user accounts, licenses, and settings from a single interface. This provides them an ease of administration and reducing the need for complex on-premise infrastructure. It also offers a range of collaborative tools and communication platforms that enables users to collaborate on documents and hold virtual meetings, and also communicate seamlessly within and outside the organization. It provides the organizations that scalability and flexibility where they can scale up and scale down user licenses and resources as required to accommodate the changing needs and growth of an organization. So before I demonstrate you about setting up Office 365 tenant, let's talk about tenant administrator and responsibilities. So being a tenant administrator, you manage and support Office 365 services like Exchange, SharePoint, Teams, and OneDrive. It's also your duty, being an admin, to monitor system performance and ensure optimal operation of Office 365 environment. So as an admin, you manage the user accounts, you assign permissions and licenses to the end users, and you also implement and maintain security policies and compliance measures. Now let's talk about some of the major admin rules that are available in Office 365. The first in the list is global admin. So as a global admin, you can do almost everything in the tenant. So you can reset passwords for the users, you can add or manage domains, you can unblock another global admin, and you can do everything. Just for note, the first person who signs up for Office 365 automatically becomes a global admin. Next in the list is Exchange Administrator. So you assign this role to users who need to view and manage users' email mailboxes, Microsoft 365 groups, and Exchange Online. As an Exchange admin, you can recover deleted items in a user's mailbox. You can set up send as and send on behalf delegates, and you can also assign over mailbox policies to the end users. And then we have global reader role. So we assign this to users who need to view admin features and settings in administrators that the global administrator can view. Being a global reader, you cannot edit any settings in Office 365. Next in the list is Help Desk Administrator. So we assign this role to users who need to reset passwords, force users to sign out, manage service accounts, and monitor service health. Next, we have Service Support Administrator. It is an additional role that's given to admins or users who need to open and manage service requests, view and share message center notification posts, or monitor service health. Next, we have SharePoint Administrator role. So we assign this particular role to users who need to access and manage the SharePoint Online Admin Center. Being a SharePoint admin, you can create and delete SharePoint sites, and you can manage site collections and global SharePoint settings. Next in the list is Teams Administrator role. We assign this role to users who manage the Teams Admin Center. Being a Teams Administrator, you can manage meetings, conference bridges, and all org-wide settings including Federation, Teams Upgrade, and Teams Client settings. And then we have User Administrator role. So we assign this role to users who need to add users and groups, assign licenses, and manage most user properties. They are also responsible for managing service requests and monitor service health for the organization. Last but not the least, we have User Experience Success Manager role that is assigned to users who need to access experience insights, adoption score, and the Microsoft Center notifications in Microsoft Admin Center. So those were the major admin roles available in Office 365. Let's come back to our topic, that is set up Office 365 tenant. I will now demonstrate and show you how we can set up the tenant in Office 365. So I'll click on this Office 365 sign up link, and it takes me to the Office 365 portal. So it will take me on this page where it says whether I want to use it for personal use or I want to go for work or school account. I'll select the work or school account and I'll sign up for Microsoft 365. Now I'll select the subscription type as any of these, whether business or enterprise. So in this current case, I'll go for enterprise. Let me pick the subscription from here. So in this case, let's go with Microsoft 365 E3. I'll click on try free for 1 month. It asks me to put my work or email address, so I can just put my personal email address over here and we'll hit next. I'll click on set up account. Now let me put my basic details over here that it's asking for. I'll put my phone number over here, and I can name my company as Easy 365 Learning. Let me select the company size as 1000 plus people, and the country or region I can go with United States for now. Now it's asking to verify. This is a security check where it will text on me on this phone number. So let me select the correct country code. That's gonna be India in this case. And I'll click on send verification code. I should receive a verification code on my mobile phone number. So once I receive it, I'll just put it here. Yes, I received the code. I'll click on verify. So this is the username that I have received. It's Sunil Raina at easy365learning.onmicrosoft.com. So I'll just click on save and I'll put the password for this account. And we'll hit next. So right now it's creating an account for me, and this particular account will act as an admin account in Office 365. So it can take few minutes from here. Okay, fine. So it's showing me Microsoft 365 ETH trial. Now it asks me to add a payment method. So let me just add my payment method now. So I'll add my payment method, and for that period I'll just pause my screen. Thank you. Once I put the payment details in, I just hit submit, and now it takes me right to the Office 365 billing account detail page, where you can see my name, my email address, phone number, and other details. If I go to the active users over here, so you should see only one account with the name Sunil Rana, and you will also find this account as the global administrator account. As stated earlier in this video, the first account that gets created in Office 365 is by default as a global administrator account. So it has permission to do almost everything in the tenant. So guys, that was all for today. In my next video, I'll talk about adding users to Office 365 and how to assign admin roles to them, and then we'll demonstrate how to add a custom domain to Office 365. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or queries, please put them there in the comment section and I'll be more glad to reply. So keep subscribing this channel and hit the bell icon so that you are notified about my upcoming videos. Stay connected and have a great day ahead.